Hello everybody, Dad Bod to Bad Dad here, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me because in today's video, I'm gonna reveal my secrets on how to lose weight in 2025 and keep it off forever. Now let's get to the gym and show you and teach you how to lose weight and keep it off for good in 2025 like I did 3 years ago. One thing I would like to tell you is you need to invest in yourself. And that brings me to today's video sponsor, Dorado Nutrition L-Arginine with L-Citrulline. Now guys, I was very hesitant to put any products on the channel, but when they reached out to me in the middle of my weight loss journey and said, "We see you, Dad Bod to Bad Dad. You're doing fantastic, but you're hitting that plateau, and I think we got the product for you." And I was like, okay, well, I've heard about L-Arginine with L-Citrulline. I'll give it a try for like 3 months, and then, maybe we can do business together if it's the right product for my audience, you guys. So I will tell you, there's a lot of benefits to this. I've done a video on this in the past. You can go back and take a look at that after this one. I'll link that in the description. L-Arginine with L-Citrulline by Dorado Nutrition helps me with muscle recovery, muscle fatigue, performance in the bedroom. I'm approaching my mid-30s, and that's when there's a fall off in testosterone. And this helps to support all of these things. When you start your weightlifting journey, during your weight loss journey, and we'll get to that in a bit, you are going to need a muscle recovery system. And Dorado Nutrition has the best. 3,000 milligrams of L-Arginine and L-Citrulline will help your muscles repair, recover, and help you get the very best workout possible. If you find any inspiration from this video, if you find any of my tips in this video helpful, support the channel, support this amazing company. They helped me reach my goals, and I want to help you reach your goals. Get down to the link below after this video and buy this stuff. The channel does get a small commission off your purchase, and I would much appreciate you subscribing, hitting the like button, and getting down in the comment section and letting me know if you've tried this stuff. If not, get this, try it out consistently for 3 months. Come back to the comment section and say, "Dad Bod to Bad Dad, I am so glad that you suggested Dorado Nutrition's L-Arginine with L-Citrulline." Thank you, Dorado Nutrition. You really helped me achieve all my goals, and I'm gonna help you guys achieve all your goals. Thank you. Thank you for coming along with me to the gym. Now let's sit down and talk about the successful weight loss journey you are gonna have in 2025. You are finally gonna have the body of your dreams. You're finally gonna keep that weight off for good. And I am gonna share my secrets and tips right now with you after I grab my black cup of coffee, my morning ritual. I would love you to get down in the comment section right now and tell me what you're struggling with. And if you're committed to this weight loss journey, I want you to get down there now and say, "I'm committed. Let's do this." Well, hello, I didn't see you there. Today, when we talk about this weight loss journey, I want you to open your mind to all the possibilities that I've experienced. I'm not coming to you just to be this overjoyous, obnoxious person about health, but I want to tell you how much weight loss has changed my life. One simple thing that it changed my life with, which you can go back to my earliest videos and see, is the ability to ride roller coasters again. I got kicked off of my favorite thing in the world, which is roller coasters, because I was too much of a big back. And that's a sad day when you get kicked off in front of your family and you have to take that walk of shame down to the exit and wait for them. Not only do you not get to enjoy the ride, but it's just absolutely humiliating. This happened to me on Batman the Ride, Superman the Escape from Krypton, and also Twisted Colossus. So 3 great rides at Six Flags I got kicked off of. And I got news for you. After that, I didn't try to go on any more rides. So, every time I would go back to Six Flags or other amusement parks, it wasn't like a joyous time. It was a worry, like, am I gonna fit on the rides or not? It was really, really, really heavy as far as my feelings go. So that's just one simple thing. Not only that, I can now buy clothes at Express, which may not seem like a big deal. I now can bend over and tie my shoe without being like, I don't walk around trying to adjust this area of my chest so my man boobs don't show. I don't try to get into a pool with a shirt on anymore and try to make the excuse of, well, it's because I'm going to get sunburned if I don't have very sensitive skin. All that obnoxious stuff that I've had to deal with from like the age of 7 years old on, absolutely gone. And I'm going to tell you right now, you need to start today. This is my number one tip. You have Thanksgiving coming up. You have Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve coming up. And if you waited to start till 2025, you would be doing yourself a huge disservice. Think about it. If you give yourself those 4 holidays, and also today is my daughter's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate, and we're definitely gonna, have some big backery going on tonight. And if you just consider, if you give yourself 5 days out of the next month and a third, and you try to be a better version of yourself the rest of those days, those 5 days are going to not affect you, and you're going to continue to lose weight, or in your guys' case, begin to lose weight. In my case, continue to keep it off. This is one of the mindset shifts that I want you to open your mind to. And it'd be a great idea if you would listen to this video while you go outside right now and try to take a 30-minute walk. That is what I had to do in the beginning. At 335 pounds, 30 minutes was all I could muster up, and now I can walk anywhere. These legs will take me anywhere, as Forrest Gump says. I'm sorry, guys, I'm a silly wanker. But I just want you to start rewiring your brain, as I said before. These little changes, these little mindset hacks will help you lose that weight. Whether it's 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, it doesn't matter how much you want to lose. The power is within you, and you can do it. And you're going to do it. And I'm going to see to it that you come back to this video in 6 months and you've lost 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 40 pounds, even 20 pounds. Just try and be better than yourself yesterday, than last year, than last week. So if you think about my first tip with the starting today, think about it throughout the year. If you had even 20 dates out of the year where you are having those mess ups, or you're allowing yourself to enjoy, you're not going to gain weight. What happens is, as a big person, is we allow ourselves on those days, and then we allow ourselves on the following days and the following days and the following days. There are ways to go about this. You can enjoy Thanksgiving. Do you need to have that same plate over and over and over again? No, you've tasted it. Let yourself have that day. And moreover, I guess, let me simplify this further for you. I use the 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule means you're good 80% of the time, and 20% of the time you allow yourself to indulge a bit. And this rule actually works for everything, every aspect of your life. You can give yourself like 1.5 days a week to 2 days a week where you are not on that health grind 5 days out of the week. You want to start probably hitting the weights. You definitely want to start walking. And it's not a chore. It becomes something to where you actually enjoy it. Like you fall in love with it. As a kid who struggled with disorderly eating, as a kid who was forced to have cheat days after going to Weight Watchers, as a kid who was made fun of and called Titty Boy, as a kid who wore a shirt in the pool because of said nickname before, I tell you, this is the greatest thing you can possibly do for yourself, and that's the key, for yourself, but other people are going to reap the benefits from this. I would recommend starting with intermittent fasting with this 80-20 rule. If you have disorderly eating and you need to break that habit and you still want to eat McDonald's, you still want to eat pizza, burritos, whatever, whatnot, I'm just going to tell you my experience and how I broke that habit. And with that being said, in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I would fast all day, maybe have a small snack, and then at the end of the day, I would allow myself to go to McDonald's, to go to a taco shop, to go get that Philly cheesesteak. Here in Las Vegas, we have options galore 24 hours a day, so getting off of work late, and that's kind of the natural progression. You just, I'm kind of hungry, I'm kind of bored. I'm gonna go through the drive-thru, and I'm gonna get what I want. But you might have had a handful of almonds with a cup of coffee during the day, you may have had a banana, and I'm telling you, talk to your doctor, but you are not going to die. It's really going to reset your mindset, if you will. You're still allowing yourself to have that, but you're not going through the drive-thru multiple times per day. And that's where you save the calories. It is all about a calorie deficit, and I do recommend, if you don't really know what you're eating, I think a lot of us do because we've tried dozens and dozens of weight loss regimens before, go on tdeecalculator.net, that's total daily energy expenditure. You're gonna find out how much you burn just by living, and then what I would say is reduce that by about 600 calories in the beginning. After you get a good idea of what you're eating and what you should be eating and not should be eating, you're going to stop counting calories. Because calories, for a lot of us, messes us up. Now personally, I liked weighing on the scale, but maybe if that messes you up too bad, some people have like a really hard time with that. And so I would say, just go by the way your clothes feel. You can go by measurements if you like. If you don't like numbers at all, just go by the way you feel. So, one of the things that kickstarted my weight loss journey was going to an Alcohol Anonymous meeting for a family member. And I remember having such a bad attitude going there. I remember saying to myself, this is stupid, like what a weak person that has to go to a meeting to resolve these issues. And let me tell you, somebody that can admit that they have that issue is one of the strongest people I know. And ironically, I had an abuse issue with food. And that's the same as alcohol. That's the same as drugs. Like, food is a drug. Alcohol is a drug. Smoking tobacco is a drug. If you're addicted to porn, that might be a drug to you. But I sat through the meeting and was reluctantly, of course. And one of the things they talked about that really resonated me with was being grateful and getting up every day and kind of, showing gratitude for what you do have. And that kind of, is difficult as a fat person, as an obese person, because every day you have to think about, damn, is my clothes gonna fit today? Damn, am I gonna be able to tie my shoes without friggin' having a heart attack? There's just, am I gonna be able to fit on that roller coaster, to tie back into my earlier anecdote? As soon as you start being grateful, your mindset shifts. Like, what are you grateful for? At the time, now I'm grateful for my beautiful fiance and my beautiful stepkids and my daughter. Back then, I had to, face the reality that as a new dad, I was very grateful for my daughter, but I didn't always voice it. And, my daughter has special needs. She's autistic and recently found out she's extremely mentally impaired. Still kind of coming to to terms with that, still trying to kind of grieve that she may never have the life that I dreamed for her. She may never talk. She's 6 years old. She's beautiful. She's an amazing kid. And I still have high hopes, and I pray every day that she will talk and lead somewhat of a normal life. But I want to stay realistic, and I want to, keep her in the therapies that she needs to go to. But I am extremely grateful for her, and at the age of 29, I made this decision that I was not going to spend my 30s like I spent my 20s. And that's where this 110-pound weight loss journey, YouTube journey came along. I wanted to inspire, but also have some inspiration to you guys and motivation to you guys. And also, I wanted to be accountable. That's why I decided to post and put my whole journey on YouTube. You can go back to my very earliest video where I was very, at the time, very down. And, my voice resonated differently. It sounded very weak, almost to a point of, damn, this guy is clearly depressed. I'm coming up on 30 years old in about 6 months. I wasted away my 20s. But I decided at 29, I was like, I am not gonna live my 30s like I did my 20s and waste those. I wanna have the body of my dreams. I wanna be the very best dad possible. And I want to find a partner that has those same values, takes care of herself. And as soon as I started changing my mindset, I found all those things. I grabbed all those things. I told the universe what I wanted, I went after it, and I got it. And that's something that I want you guys to take forward in this weight loss journey. So, the next thing I want to tell you about, my next tip, if you will, is I want you to celebrate your successes. Now, when my dad would take us to Weight Watchers and we would have our successful weight loss, we would literally binge eat on that Monday night. And what is that telling you? After you weighed in, you can have whatever you want, and that's your reward. It's a messed up mindset, and I know my dad didn't really mean it. It was the best way he knew how to celebrate us. But I will say this, my stepmom, Janine, amazing woman, she actually kind of introduced a new way of thinking back then that I implemented in this weight loss journey as an adult. And basically, the theory is, don't go cheat because you've lost the weight. And I also I'm interested because how many of you were raised like, obviously, your parents wanted you to lose weight, but they kind of forced food on you because they didn't know how else to be. Get down in the comment section and let me know. Did you guys cheat after a successful weight loss week? I would assume I'm not the only one with this experience, but I would like to know that I'm not the only one. But back to the story. My stepmom, Janine, introduced kind of a theory that we should buy ourselves a new outfit. We should, go get a haircut, go get, a manicure. Take care of yourself in a positive way other than eating during that weight loss. I guess when I was a kid, maybe go buy a new toy, go buy a scooter, go buy something that you're rewarding yourself in a positive light instead of forcing food down your throat hole. So along your weight loss journey, this tip boils down to celebrate your wins, celebrate your victories. Don't cheat because you lost the weight. Allow yourself to have those days, like I said before, that 20% of the time where, you may want to go have a big ass bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse dipped in ranch. And you're not going to let that affect the next day because it's a choice every single day. To tie back into the alcohol awareness meeting that I went to for my family member, and I know I'm jumping around a lot, I got the ADHD mind, but to tie back into that, it's a matter of making a choice every single day to be better than yourself the day before. You have to get up as an alcoholic, as a drug addict, and choose not to pick up that substance and use it. It's the same thing for food and abusing your body in that way. Feast on that. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the endorphins, the happiness that comes from walking outside. I had mentioned it before. I want you to listen to my videos and listen to positivity, great music while you're outside and walking. Give yourself, 20 minutes outside today, just 20 minutes, because I know in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I can only make it about 25 minutes. Sad, right? The endorphins that are released into your brain when you're outside in the sun, walking around, listening to music, or just listening to nature, thinking about what you got to tackle for the week. I'm telling you, the greatest cardio, non-cardio you can do is walking outside. And of course, if things don't permit and it's cold outside, I'm fortunate to live in Las Vegas, fortunate and unfortunate. It has its positives and negatives, but we can get outside a lot and walk at least. If you can't, get on the treadmill, get in an indoor pool, play basketball, whatever you can, whatever's sustainable for you to release those endorphins. I want you to start moving your body and start moving your body today and choose to move your body every day. Sounds like a cliche, but if you need to park your car a little further away and play those little mind games, have those mental wins for yourself. But also, get that body moving. It will release endorphins and positivity, and you will see the results. It's all compiling, it's all encompassing, it's all a snowball effect. The whole foods, the intermittent fasting, the walking, and next, I want you to start lifting weights. Now, a lot of people get scared because muscle weighs more than fat, and you shouldn't do it during your weight loss dad bod to bad dad because you're gonna gain weight and it's gonna mess with your mind and blah, blah, blah. You've all heard these things. Not true. Start sculpting your body during your weight loss journey, because let me tell you, the walking is great, and it's more of, I would say, even a mind thing than anything, because you're not going to get your heart rate up all that much. But the weightlifting tears down the muscle, and guess what, guys? Cardio will only burn fat for about maybe half an hour to an hour after you're done. But with weightlifting, you're rebuilding that muscle throughout the week. And you have to have calories to do that. You have to have protein to do that. So that food that you're eating after is getting absorbed and rebuilt for the muscle. So, that old cliche of fat weighs more than muscle, yes, it does. But that fat is also taking away from your ability to build that muscle. What you need to do is think about it like this. That muscle needs calories. Let's take the calories away from the fat and put it towards building muscle. If you're not tearing down that muscle by lifting, then, the calories are going towards the fat, guys. So I do have some, I know some people are not comfortable in the gym, and certainly if you have a home gym, maybe that's the way to go for you. But I do have some older videos that you can go back and take a look, weightlifting for beginners, and maybe that's something that would be a great route for you. You have to get in the gym. Nobody's judging you. If you're a big back like I was, honestly, everybody's kind of in their own mind space. Put on your headphones. And also, people are there to help. The gym is a very positive place overall. It's just a mindset shift. Now, if you see somebody at the gym that you want to look like, go up to them and ask them a question. If you don't know how to use a piece of equipment, people are actually grateful that you asked them. They're flattered that you asked them. Like, I didn't know everything there was to know as a beginning weightlifter when I was 335 pounds, but I saw people that I was like, you got a killer body, man. Like, how do you sculpt that muscle like this? How do you use this piece of equipment? Start talking to people. Let's get back as a society. Start talking to people, picking their brain. You may not agree with them politically. You may not agree with who they choose to lay with. But everybody has something to contribute to your life. You can learn from absolutely everybody. Get in the gym and start moving that body. Start tearing down that muscle, because that's going to burn a heck of a lot more calories than that walk you go on. But the walk is also important because it releases those happy juices in your brain, kind of like this coffee. Now, we talked about intermittent fasting, and it's kind of a process, right? You're gonna start with the intermittent fasting, the 1 meal a day, maybe a 6-hour eating window, maybe 8-hour eating window. The whole thing about that is you're reducing your calorie intake, and that's the point of that. But once you see the results, it's a snowball effect. It's an avalanche effect. You want to start doing better for yourself. When you start seeing the numbers go down the scale, if you decide to weigh, if you start seeing clothes fitting better, you're gonna be like, dang, like I can do this. And you're not gonna count calories at this point, but I want you to start eating whole foods, avocado, spinach, eggs, steak, chicken, anything, rice, anything that you can look at your plate and say, that's an egg, that's a steak, that's rice, that's a chicken breast, that's broccoli. For the majority of your meals, when you're not having those 20% allowances, those 20% times where you can go to Five Guys and have a big ass cheeseburger and fries, if you can afford it. That place, man, you gotta take a second mortgage on your house sometimes to eat at Five Guys. Good stuff though. Go for those whole foods where you can look at your plate and it's not like an enchilada. It's not like a casserole. It's very, very, very intentional. You look at the food, you can see it. And it's weird because that food, believe it or not, fills you up more. And they told me that as a 120-pound second grader, but I never believed them until I actually consistently did it. Go for that avocado. An avocado a day will keep that weight away. If you like avocado. But I eat a lot of eggs, I eat a lot of chicken, I eat a lot of rice, I eat a lot of steak, and I don't count calories. And 3 years later, look at where we're at. I want you to have that success. So it's hard to see where you're at right now, but once you start seeing those non-scale victories, the scale victories, the clothes fitting better, you're gonna wanna put better quality foods into your body. You're gonna wanna cook at home more. When you go out, you have options. There's plenty of options. You go to an Applebee's, you go to an Outback Steakhouse, you can eat like this. I promise you. And lastly, I want you to stay in touch with me in the comments section. Give this video a like, share it with anybody that you know is struggling. I want you to tell me about all of your successes, all of your failures, and we'll talk through them. I'm here for you guys for free. I answer all my comments, and that is a promise I will keep until you guys just fill my comment section too much that one man couldn't possibly answer all of them. But that is going to be a long time from now because I am dedicated to helping everybody change their life like I did. Get up every day, choose to be a better version of yourself every single day. I promise you, stick to this positivity, stick to this way of thinking. You will not regret it. Give me a subscribe, give me a like, ring that notification bell so you never miss great content like this. I want to help each and every one of you fulfill your absolute wildest dreams. Let's go.